Welcome to KSSA, your local radio station for news about our country's economical, political, criminal, and musical status. For the first segment of the day, I'll be speaking about our most impactful updates on the economic and political news of our country. Recapitulating into the economic and political events of our latest decade, we've had a president come by and go away, and we're currently under the authority of Calvin Coolidge, our 30th president by now, since 1923, and so far it seems like he's a good one. His actions have made the national debt a reduced amount and have allowed our economy to thrive. Great news for all American way of business or investment in the stock market. And even if you don't have any involvement with either, these news still benefit you, as the economic growth is bound to aid all Americans in their financial situation. Now, passing on to the economic news only section, through the last decade we've had a handful of impactful events that have both benefited and harmed the country's economy. All of these have had different purposes and reasons for their occurrence, all of them having different groups benefiting from them. One of these impactful events involved the locomotive company Ford, which has reached a market value of over $1 billion. This opened up multiple opportunities for Americans by bringing them more jobs in the locomotive industry, be it in manufacturing or even in factories. Finishing up with our political and economical segment of the day, we'll move on to the next one with Evan Smith speaking of sports and crimes.
Thank you, Gerald, for that new segment about politics and the economic wealth of the people right now. Ladies and gents, we have a couple of games that are playing at the stadiums today: horse racing, golf, tennis, and boxing. Right now in the horse racing world, a particular type of horse has popped up in recent years. The name Lightning Lane. That's right, folks. Lightning Lane has won race after race, winning bidders thousands and sometimes millions of dollars. So if you're going to the horse races tonight, folks, then bet on the one and only Lightning Lane. Trust me, your bank account won't regret it. In golf, Walter Hagen has dominated almost every tournament he has participated in. In the next tournament, I would recommend bidding on him winning the biggest golfing tournament of the century. You could win big money. In the world of crime, the biggest criminals, Al Capone, Pretty Boy Floyd, George Kelly, also known as Machine Gun Kelly, are still thriving. 1 week ago today, on September 16th, 1920, Wall Street was bombed. 30 people died instantly, and 10 more people later died due to injuries they received due to the blast. A horse wagon with 100 pounds of dynamite was put in front of Wall Street, where then it was blown up. The deaths were mostly young people who worked as messengers, stenographers, clerks, and brokers. It costed $2 million in damages, with that taking a while to repair Wall Street. Now on to London with fashion, music, and literature.
Ladies, remember the times when we stayed in the house or the dresses we wore to our ankles? Well, no longer. Ladies, a new fashion trend has popped up and it's a big one. No longer long but shortened, showing off everything. No longer with long hair but shortened bobs. And makeup, wear it, show it off. Now pronouncing flapper fashion. How's it different from the traditional women's fashion, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Young women nowadays are not going back to traditional standards. Instead, we are taking back the freedom that was taken from us, expressing ourselves, showing off the sides that were shown back then, and having fun. Now, onto what's hot in the music world right now. A new music genre has been popping up in the national spotlight: jazz. The jazz genre originated in New Orleans with talented black musicians who are the masterminds of this new trend. The hottest singer on the block right now is Ella Fitzgerald. This new singer is the bee's knees in the eras of the new.
And now, for a short commercial break, thanks to our sponsor of this live broadcast, the Acoustic Signature Phonograph Company, the newest phonograph of the market right now, with a bigger sound horn for a louder sound, and with that, a new phonograph can now fit in your car. Now you can listen to our broadcast in the comfort of your own car. The Acoustic Company Phonograph, get them while you can.
Now here to talk with us tonight, Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motor Company. How you doing, Henry?
I'm doing dandy.
Now, what inspired you to build the Model T?
Well, after my first invention of the quadricycle, I knew that I could do better, and so I did. That's where the Model T came in.
And now your car company is the best-selling car company in the country.
And I'm just getting started. Soon the Ford company would come out with the Model A, a new and an improved version of the Model T.
Well, that's our time, folks. Thank you for coming, Mr. Ford.
a little bit of audio mess up there. Here are the credits in order of time. Evan as editor, Gerald with economy and politics, Evan with sports and criminals, London with music, women, and literature, Gerald with the commercial, and Evan and London with the interview. Thank you guys for watching KSSA, and see you guys later.